Hello, welcome to the Chitchatknits podcast. My name is Darcy and I'm the maker at Chitchatknits. And I just want to thank you for stopping by today. It is July 12th and we are in the thick of summer here. It is beautiful, it is hot, it's sticky, but thank goodness for air conditioning and beautiful water to be out in. I really thought I need to try going out. Okay, if you've been here before, you know I live on a lake in western Wisconsin. I need to try to go out on my kayak and bring my knitting. Maybe this afternoon we'll give that a try because it would be lovely to just go out there and float around on my kayak and do a little knitting. Anyway, we'll see if I can work that out. But how have you been? Are you busy too this summer? Why do we do this? I suppose it's because when you live in the Midwest, it's cold here in the winter. I mean, we have all seasons, which is a wonderful thing. I love the changing of the seasons, but we seem to just jam everything we can into the summer and it gets busy. Maybe it's because we know that winter weather is coming and so we want to be outside and we want to be doing things as much as we can, but it's kind of a fact of life here in the Midwest. That's what we do. But this is a podcast about knitting. So let's talk knitting today. Today is only knitting, no crochet, no quilting. There are some things, but they're just starts. I'll show you those in future episodes in crochet and in quilting. Let's get started on knitting. So the first thing I want to talk about is something I'm very excited about. You've seen these for a while. These are the Katie socks that I've been working on, this pattern, and it is live as of today. It is live on Ravelry, so you can hop over to Ravelry and get this pattern. Now, let me tell you if you're new, why I wanted to make this pattern. So, like for instance, right now, as we're here talking, my feet are cold because it is summer, it is hot, it is humid, and the air conditioning is on. So that means my feet are always cold. So I wanted some lightweight, fingering weight summer socks to wear around the house. And that's what I've got here. Now, I love this little pattern design. It's very simple to execute. You're just slipping some stitches with the yarn in front, and then you get these floats and you just come back and pick up those floats later. Very, very easy. The other thing about these socks, and I talked about it before, was because I didn't want to knit part of the leg on the socks. I wanted them to stay up over my heel. So I've added extra rows in the heel flap, which means extra stitches in the gusset, which also works because when you slip stitches, a lot of people tend to knit tighter. It pulls in a little bit. So by adding those extra stitches, it gives just a little more space in the heel, and they fit me perfectly. I'm so happy. I have a pretty average foot, but I really, really like them. So I hope you like this pattern too. They're called the Katie socks. The pattern is available on Ravelry, and there'll probably be some specials on this pattern for a little while. But anyway, I hope you like them. I'm knitting another pair, and I'll show you those in just a little bit because they really are something I want to be wearing this summer. All right, so in the last episodes, we talked about the sock knitting for summer sock camp. And a lot of you are just knitting away, and that's so fun. But and I've talked about this before, but just as a reminder, in my Ravelry group, I opened a thread and it's called the Happy Days Cabin. I'll put the little graphic up here. Anyway, I've been counting how many finished pair of socks we have in our cabin for summer sock camp. And are you ready? Today we have 51 finished pair of socks. You have been doing great, and it's so exciting. So I decided that we needed to have another giveaway to celebrate. So what I did was I used a random number generator, 1 to 51, and number 29 came up, and this bag I made for the winner. It's one of my favorite bags that I use, especially for smaller projects like socks. And I also made a little notions pouch that goes in the bag. So double little bags. Look at the lining in that, polka dots. I love polka dot fabric. So the winner of this bag is, I'm looking over here at my notes, Stephanie. And you are Stitchin' Steph, and you are from Missouri. So I'm also gonna, I will make a post in the Ravelry group, Stephanie, and let you know that you are the winner. But what I would want you to do, I'm hoping you're also a viewer of the podcast, and I would love for you to just send me an email at chitchatknits@gmail.com. And I will mail this cute little bag out to you. Do you see the sun? Do you see that right there? There's a sky window above me, and the sun has decided to be right overhead right now. So hopefully it will move. Ooh, if I move back a little bit, that'll be better. Whatever, we can't control the sun shining in, and we're not going to, because the sun's shining in. You know what? I said that wrong. We can control the sun shining in if we put drapes on our windows, but I'm not doing that because I love the sun shining in. Anyway, Stephanie, Stitchin' Steph, please contact me so I can send out your bag. Yay! All right. I have also shown you on episode 29, I showed you my pop top tee. I was wearing my pop top tee. And I believe I had started knitting another one, and I have completed my second pop top tee. This one, that sunshine. This one I made in number 12 aqua and number 35 hunter green. And this one I actually made for my friend Katie. Let me show you this. We've talked about it, but in case you're new, this is Anchor Bay by Cascade Yarns. It's 50% cotton, 50% merino. So because I keep talking about it, I love this yarn. It has cotton, so it's very drapey, and it has merino, so it has structure, both. The merino helps the cotton from not being so stiff, and yet it makes a really nice fabric that's drapey, but yet has some structure to it. So I am loving this yarn, and this is called the Pop Top Tee. It is a pattern that I just made up because that's what I love to do. And I'm hoping that I can get it graded to multiple sizes, many sizes, and eventually get this pattern out. Now, you know, it could have short sleeves, it could have 3/4 length sleeves, it could have long sleeves. And I love the fit of this top because it's a circular yoke, but then I've also done some raglan increases. So it really helps with the fit. On Katie's, I did, she's narrower than I am through the midsection, so I took a few stitches out there to accommodate. You know, she's young, I'm old. Anyway, I took those stitches out and it's a perfect fit for her. Perfect fit for me. Oh, the other thing I did on Katie's was I just made the sleeves shorter. If you look at mine, let's just line it up here. So, okay, there's Katie's. I just took out about an inch of length on the sleeves because she's young. Looked really cute on her with the shorter sleeve. So, pop top tee. Grading will be a new experience for me. I may need help. I may need to call in my text editor and do some grading, but I really want to learn about it too. Anyway, pop top tee. Loving it, loving it. And we are planning to wear our pop top tees when we go to the Merry Make-Along and in Hoffman Estates, Illinois, July 26th and 27th. So if you are going to be there, we will be wearing our pop top tees. So be sure to come and say hi to us because we have some little plans of something we'd like to share with you. Okay, that again is the Makers Meetup. Makers Meetup, I hope I said that right. And it's at the Hoffman Estates in Illinois. Looking very forward to it. So that you know that I am loving this anchor base so much, and you know that I ordered a bunch of it on Jimmy Bean's wool, and I have another color that I love. Coral is one of my favorite colors, and I'm doing another sweater design with the coral. Now, that's the back. I was hoping to get it past the sleeves today, but I didn't quite. There, that's about the color right there. I didn't quite get there. I love eyelets. I just love eyelets and knitting texture. So I decided I wanted to make an all over eyelet summer sweater. So that's what we have here. The top is just a provisional cast on that I'm not doing a contrast color. It will just be the same. So that will come off and I'll do a ribbing or an I-cord like I did on the pop top tee. But isn't that cute to me? Oh, I think it's gonna be so cute, and I just want to knit on it constantly. Are you like this? Like you get on a project and you just don't want to put it down? Like I would sit here all day long and work on this because I'm so motivated by it right now. That's all I want to do is sit and knit. Well, that's all I want to do every day is just sit and knit. So nothing new there. But this project has me just going crazy. And I bought a couple of nice tank tops last weekend. I'll tell you about life stuff. But one is a turquoise blue because I love turquoise and coral together. And another one is kind of a brighter, little more pink to the coral. Because of course I'm gonna have to wear something under this because it's all full of holes. But I think those are gonna be really pretty as a little pop shining through, little color coming through those eyelets. So hopefully in the next few days, I can get this one done. I just have a few rows, and then I'll be ready to split off for sleeves and then do the body. And I think again for this one, I'm probably gonna go with the same sleeve length that I did for my purple pop top tee. I made the sleeves just a little bit longer because that's the way I like it. Just a little bit longer and then a little ribbing there. If only I didn't need to sleep at night and I could just knit. That would be so great. Soon. Anchor Bay, and the color was 23 Coral. They come in 100 gram skeins, and it's 262 yards. And I've been buying it, I've told you this before, I know I'm repeating, on Jimmy Bean's wool, because there's a lot of colors that are only $8.05 a skein. So it makes for a reasonable summer top. And that's, you know, light worsted, more of a DK weight. So it does go pretty fast knitting. And I really want to order some more because I just want to make more tops out of this yarn. There is a light pink color that would be pretty in a long sleeve. Maybe. All right, what else? What else is on the needles? Well, let me tell you what else is on the needles. I finished my first Katie socks in this Blue Lagoon from Bellafio Yarn. And I think I showed you last time that I had started a second pair because I used less than 50 grams for these socks because of course you don't have a leg to use up more yarn. So I just thought I'm just going to knit another pair because I love this color. So that's what I'm doing. This time I used it was again another mini skein, 20 gram mini skein that I had. I think it came in a pack of mini skeins, and you know, I just thought I'm just going to use some fun stripey. It really did sort of stripe on the toe, didn't it? Very fun. But I think it's a fun way to use up some leftovers, or you know, some of these mini skeins that perhaps come in a pack that you're not really sure what to do with. Fun way to do it. And again, I used less than 15 grams for both socks on my other ones. I have just a start. I'm going down the heel flap on sock number 2. I'd have to try going out on the kayak when it's really calm out there and knit for a little bit. The other thing I set out today that I wanted to talk about is a sock ruler. Do you have a sock ruler? I have seen some now that are like like the old snap bracelets. My kids had those snap bracelets, which is a great thing because they wouldn't take up much room in your knitting bag. And I have this wood one. It has inches. I think I just bought it off of Etsy one time. I see on it says Spark Plus Bloom Lasered Creations on it. And I have loved this. It has some women's sizing equivalents on here. The Kitchener stitch gives you a little, you know, how to do the Kitchener stitch. And then on the back, centimeters and inches. And I don't even know if this would still be available, but I wanted to show it to you because I find a sock ruler to be really helpful. And how you use it, let me just pull this off here. It's before, you use it before I use it, before I finish up the toe. And what I do is I just, you know, like before the toe would be finished off, I just slide it up inside there. And then you put it, see how it's rounded, to go all the way back in the heel. And then you can see how many inches. So I know that I always go to about 7.5 inches. Now on the Katie socks, I went to 7 3/4 inches because I wanted a little more length again because of the slip stitches, and that seemed to work out perfectly. But you just take your ruler, slide it into the heel, and then you can just measure. And one of my friends showed me this years ago, and she even put marks. I think she had a plastic one, because there's plastic ones, there's all different kinds. But she put marks and labeled for her different family members how long to go, because she had worked that out. So what a great idea. This is one of those tools that I just wouldn't live without. And I tend to carry it in my knitting bag when I'm knitting socks. I carry it in that sock bag, so it's always ready right there. I would like to try some of the ones that are like a snap bracelet and buy more of them, and just, this is a little bit, it is a little bulky. So I think those snap bracelet ones would be fun to try. So that's on my to purchase list, I guess, to go. I'll let you know if I find some that I really like. Anyway, I will be trying to finish these socks because I want to wear them, and working on my sweater because, that's an obsession. We want to get that done. Now, I did draw a winner a few episodes ago, a couple episodes ago, so it's been at least a month for this cute bag, and I did not hear back. So I have redrawn for this bag, and the winner is Wendy Knopp 1262. Wendy, I don't know if I'm saying your last name right. I'll put it on here. Wendy, it's KNOPP 1262. And Wendy, I would love to have you contact me because I'd love to send this out to you. I saw Wendy is doing the Shark Week, and we'll talk about that too. And I also have some cute little stitch markers that I've tucked in here that will go out to you, Wendy. So please contact me. I'd love to get this in the mail to you, Wendy. And Stephanie, please let me know. I'd love to send these out, get them out to you. I hope you enjoy my little bags. I use them all the time. I love them. Okay, now on my sweater, I so grandly said that I was going to participate in Shark Week and design and knit this sweater in a week. Well, guess what? That didn't happen. And for a good reason. Just now we're moving into life stuff here. I found out that my brother-in-law's mother passed away. And so he had asked me to sing for her funeral. So we traveled to Madison, Wisconsin again, made another little quick trip down there for the funeral. And it was just a beautiful celebration of life because she had recently turned 100 years old, and she was such an inspiration. This lady never missed an opportunity. She loved a party. She loved her family. And she was, what did she do? Like sea kayaking at age 90. I mean, she did all these amazing things. And she recently turned 100, but she was ill. And then she passed away. And I loved what they said. I just want to share this moment in life stuff. Let's call this section life stuff, because there were two things that were said about this lady. Her name was Mary. Mary was an inspiration to us all. The first thing that was said was about two words, the word get and the word got. Now, a lot of us say, I have got to pay my taxes. I have got to go visit a relative. I've got to do this. I've got to do that. But what Mary said was, I get, G-E-T, not got. I get to pay my taxes. I get to visit my family. I get to go visit someone who's sick in the hospital. I get to do life. And that, I actually, one of her sons said that. And I actually teared up when he said that. And here I go again, tearing up. Because I think oftentimes we walk in our lives thinking we've got all these things we have to do, instead of thinking, I get to do these things. So that was truly an inspiration to me. And the other thing, another one of her sons, when he spoke, said she couldn't have had a better outgoing than to turn 100 years old, be with all of her family, and then exit out of this world. So I hope you will enjoy, take a moment to think about get and got, and just really enjoy life. All right, so we traveled, we got to have our grandchildren here for a week. We did have our grandchildren for a week. It was wonderful. Then we went to this funeral, and I got to sing for her with my friend, and it was truly an honor to be able to help usher her out of this world. Upcoming, I told you that we're going to the Hoffman Estates, and I'm so excited. It's the Hilton Inn at Hoffman Estates, and this is a little meetup, and it's sponsored. One of the sponsors is PJ Knits. So I talked about it last time and linked the video in my last episode, and I'm so excited to meet new makers, the Makers Meetup. Another thing, we're going to the camper is in the driveway. It's ready for me to load it up, because we're going to head up north and do a little mountain biking over the next few days. And so I tend to bike in the morning and then relax and knit in the afternoon. And I have some new designs that I'm excited to work on. Just chilling out, relaxing in the campground, having a great time mountain biking, and then just relaxing and knitting. So I hope all your summer plans are going well, that you get to have many new fun opportunities, and that all your making brings you joy. Bye for now.